That was from the Memphis Jug Band, You May Leave. Now, take a listen to the original recording. It's just beautiful. It's basically a song and then tagged on an instrumental section. And it's just terrific how all the instruments are playing together and how they, in the instrumental section, they have that one little run. And they're all playing it like a Dixieland jazz band. I guess that's what the Memphis Jug Band was trying to do, be a little bit sophisticated. But I'd like to break this up into the two sections. One it would be the tune, where the singing, and the other the instrumental. So let's take a look at this. It starts off with the introduction. And it combines the alternating bass, at least the way I've arranged it, with these single string bass runs. So it starts off in G, and we're going to have an alternating bass. Okay, G, G7th, and then the pinky down to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and a C chord. And then now let's just check with our right hand when I'm doing that run. And then it goes into the chorus, into the singing part. So make sure you're doing this lick with the thumb index finger as indicated in the tablature. Then it goes into this beautiful melody. F chord, let's try that again. So you're in the F chord, and it's the easier F chord in the sense that the high E string is not fretted. So we have pinky down, up, open 3rd string, back down, open 1st string. And that's what really catches my ear. Just beautiful sound when you add that. So it's actually like an F6. Beautiful. Let's try that again. F. And now we go to the C, but we try to capture the melody. So this is a little trickier, a little jigsaw puzzle with your left hand. So take a look at my left hand, and we start in the C chord, lift up your index finger, back down, hit the third string. Our bass goes to the third string of the sixth string, but our middle finger comes down to the second fret of the third string. Hit the second string, middle finger goes back up to the second fret, tuck in the ring finger on the second fret of the third string. On the third line now, C, open up the B string, close it, open up everything, and you're ready to go to the G chord. So let's try that together. All right, here we go. And now you're in your G chord. Can't be easier than that. Let's just try that. Second measure of the third line. And then you throw in that bass run. Let's put it all together. G7 into the C. And again, and this run reminds me a lot of Jimmie Rodgers. He was very influential. You know, Jimmie Rodgers hung out with white and black musicians in Mississippi, and there's a lot of influence going backwards and forwards. A lot of the old black musicians, they talk about Jimmie Rodgers getting together and playing tunes with him, and he, as far as they were concerned, the black blues players, Jimmie Rodgers was a blues musician. Okay, so let's try it from the top with that introduction. Here we go, nice and slowly. We're in the G. Okay. The C, our run. F. C. Yep. G. Run. And the run. Here you go. Okay, just to make sure that we're able to play this first part of the tune, and listen to the Memphis Jug Band, and if you want to, you know, sing along. There are verses there to be sung. So let's split the screen and just play the verse part together. We'll do it a couple of times slowly. Okay, well now we come to the instrumental bridge when the band, the Memphis Jug Band, is trying to sound uptown. So we start off with an F chord. Easy enough. Okay, let's take a look at my left hand. And we're just picking the notes around that. Take a look at your tablature. And now we go to a C chord. Can't be easier. Your pinky goes up to the 5th fret of the 1st string. You're up, back, down. And then open 1st and open 4th string. And then we have a stumble, but we're used to stumbling that way from the 6th string to the 5th, but here we're going from the 5th to the 6th. So let's just try that C section, the 3rd measure of the top line. You got it. Slide. And so you have that bass and go into a G chord. Easy. And now the last measure of the 2nd line on the instrumental page, we have this. So the bass and the treble, and that's going to resolve into a C chord. So let's try those first 2 lines together. Here we go. Up to the 5th fret, stumble, G chord, and then we're going to have this single string run. You know, this is a beautiful tune. It could be played just as a guitar instrumental, or you could play it if you have friends, try to get together and imitate the jug band. All right, so this single string run, let's look at this on the 3rd line of our tab. Check those stems going up and down, because this is the way I find it convenient to play. And we're playing exactly what the band is playing. The notes are like this. So those are the notes being played. So check it out again. We start with a C chord, and it's all 8th notes. So it's down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. Now this note here, we play this note on the 2nd string, 6th fret, even though it's the 1st fret of the 1st string as well, because we want to get these 2 high notes. And check it out. I come in with my middle finger, pinky, and so that my index finger's right there on the 5th fret, ring finger's right there on the 7th fret. Let's try that together, nice and slowly. And now, we go into an F position, and it's sort of a bastardized F position. It's based around an A chord. So if we had an A chord, and we slid it all the way up to the 10th fret, and we had a capo there, that would be an F chord. But I'm just going to bar the top 5 strings at the 8th fret, put my pinky and ring fingers on the, what is that, the 10th frets of the 2nd and 3rd string, and my bass is going to alternate between the 5 and the 3rd, from the 5th string to the 3rd string. So you have and then my pinky goes down and gets that pull off on the 10th fret of the 1st string. Now be careful, because if I strum this, sounds a little bit like modern contemporary jazz, because that note doesn't fit at all. and we just don't have enough fingers to squeeze in there and fret it. I mean, we do have that middle finger, but then that becomes very uncomfortable. So as long as your finger picking is precise, there won't be a problem. So we can have this phrase. Look at the tab. And then we go into an F fingering for the C chord. And the same idea. Pull off. And then we slide up. And we're going to use this G position. Now, this fingering is really a G chord. Again, if my index finger was a capo, and it would look like a C fingering. And we're just getting, actually, we just want to get the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings. And we want that open 1st string. Oh, I like that. So our ring finger's on the 9th fret of the 4th string, index finger, the 7th fret of the 3rd, and our middle finger on the 8th fret of the 2nd. So we slide up with our ring finger from the 5th to the 9th frets, and put our thumb on the 7th fret of the 6th string. And just pick around that. And then back to the C. C7th. And back to the top of the instrumental break. Okay. Now, I'm playing it at a medium tempo. The jug band is playing it real fast, but I think as a guitar arrangement, it works also at a medium tempo with a little bit of swing. If you want to play it along with the jug band, well, you're going to have to really practice, and play it fast. But I'm just going to play it right now. It's really slow for you. You're going to play along with me. I have my secret camera in your room to make sure you're going to be playing it slowly with the split screen and playing it as strong, with as much strength as possible, so I can hear you even here in the studio. So let's split the screen and play it together.